Baltimore Ravens. Sign Lamar Jackson. Sign him today. Sign him for $231 million guaranteed. Because all that you're doing is waiting, and all that's happening is the price is going up. Darius Butler, I believe, had put out a tweet today, or I think he might have been on a podcast, but he had mentioned that the only thing that's happening is the price is going up for Lamar. And that is exactly what's happening. It's normal that the next quarterback up is the guy who's going to make a little bit more than the most recent guy who got the big deal. Now, this is when you're talking about the elite kind of top 10 guys, and maybe elite's a big term, but the top 10 quarterbacks, though, that's just how it works. And even if you're a Lamar skeptic and say, well, we can't win big with him without him throwing the ball consistently down the field. Okay, I can understand that train of thought, but he could still get you in the playoffs just about every single year. He's won a playoff game already. He's won the MVP. Like, the things that he can do can get you pretty close to where you need to be. Now, I'm someone who thinks that you got to give him some help when it comes to pass catchers and things of that nature, right? Mark Andrews is terrific, top 3, top 4 tight end in the NFL. But outside of that, he doesn't have the best pass catchers. Now, they may have found a gem in Isaiah Likely, but nonetheless, as far as proven guys, he doesn't have a superstar wide receiver, whereas a lot of the other top quarterbacks in the NFL do, right? Mahomes had Tariq and Travis Kelce. Tom Brady had Chris Godwin, had Gronk, had Mike Evans, right? Aaron Rodgers had Devontae Adams. Stafford had Cooper Kupp, Odell for a stretch. So it's hard to have that production without the guy. But what's going to happen is Baltimore is going to end up paying more for Lamar than they want to. And granted, I get it. It's already more than you want to pay. But the price is only going up. And all you have to do is just look back a couple years with Dak Prescott and the Cowboys. Cowboys thought they were going to wait him out and lollygag, drag their feet, put him on the franchise tag, all this stuff. And you end up paying $40 million a year, where, the year before Dak was up, had you ponied up and done $30 million, you probably could have had him signed 30, 32, something like that. You're paying an additional $8 million a year for a guy that you could have gotten for 32. And $8 million, that's a pretty solid role player, maybe 2, that can fill other voids on your team. So I feel like these teams don't ever learn. If you're pretty sure you got the guy, sign him early and make your life a lot easier. I even look at, even Kyler Murray signed for more than Deshaun Watson did. Now, he didn't have the same guarantees. The contract wasn't the same. But if I am Baltimore, who is Lamar Jackson going to be the next 5 years? I would say he's going to be at least what you've gotten in his career. So that let's just stop playing the games. Do what you need to do. Sign him so you can move on and get past this. Because you don't want to get into a situation where, you have a guy feeling unappreciated now because you decided to, not pay him. And if he doesn't have an agent, I think it might be a family member, his mom, something like that that's representing him, she is going to be hearing what an agent typically would hear, which is, there's a lot of things that teams say, right? Well, Lamar, you've been hurt and you haven't thrown the ball that well down the field and blah, blah, blah. You only have one playoff win, et cetera, right? Things that an agent would take and then filter that information to his client, just saying, well, the negotiations are tough. I think we can get, X amount of dollars, so on and so forth. Well, now his family member is hearing that. So there is no filter. So that you just got to tread lightly. I know Baltimore is a elite and excellent franchise, but that is something you still got to be careful with no matter what. So we'll see what happens, but I'd say pay that man and just stop messing around. Because all that's going to happen is you're going to end up paying him $250 fully guaranteed instead of $232. So save yourself some money, pay him. A happy Lamar is a good Lamar. That's it for me. Peace.